Elias Natano is a 27-year-old man who's been arrested and taken into custody for allegedly stabbing and running over his brother before carjacking a police vehicle and leading officers on a high-speed chase spanning over 3 hours. The terrifying ordeal started in Melbourne, Australia on Saturday night at around 10 p.m. on the 3rd of April, when the Mickleham man went to a home in Bells Avenue in Kalkallo and slashed the tyres of a car belonging to his 26-year-old brother. His brother came out with his partner to confront the man. He was then stabbed 4 times in the abdomen and chest and fell down on the road outside his home. The attacker then chased the victim's partner with a knife, who fled back inside her home to safety, where the victim's young daughter was. She shut the front door to stop the madman from getting into the house. After failing to gain entry into the property, the man then got back into his car and drove off. 200 metres down the road, he did a U-turn and sped towards his brother. He was still laying in the middle of the road as he hit him. He then sped off from the scene and headed back home. The authorities were alerted, and when the man was about to pull up into his property at 12:45 a.m, he spotted 2 highway patrol officers waiting for him, so he fled. The police saw his car and quickly followed in pursuit, chasing him along Mickleham Road at a high speed, before the man lost control whilst overtaking a caravan, where he hit wire barriers along the side of the road and came to a halt. The police officers pulled up behind the smashed up vehicle, got out of the car and drew their guns as they approached the fugitive. They quickly backed off after realising the man was armed with a knife. The man then carjacked the empty police car and sped off with the lights flashing. He then continued in a southerly direction along Mickleham Road towards the city. During this time, a passing motorist stopped, who had seen what was going on, and offered assistance to the officers as they continued to follow the police car at a safe speed. Whilst in the cars, they called on their portable radios, explaining where they were going and what the police car's doing. Multiple police cars were sent to intercept the vehicle, and a police helicopter followed it overhead as it hurtled at speeds of up to 200 km an hour towards the Hume Highway and Sydney Road in Campbellfield. As the car sped down Sydney Road, he slammed into 3 cars that had stopped at Barry Road traffic lights, causing extensive damage to the vehicles, but no one was seriously injured in the collision. Natano then got out of the smashed police car, waving a blood-covered knife at members of the public, taunting them as he ran on foot towards Stuart Grove. Police in cars on foot and the K9 unit chased the man into the street, and the man was eventually knocked to the ground by a police car. Whilst taking the offender into custody, 2 officers were bitten by one of the police dogs, sustaining injuries, ending a night of drama at around 1:15 a.m. His brother was admitted to the Royal Melbourne Hospital in a critical condition from catastrophic injuries, which included severe head trauma and stab wounds. He underwent surgery for life-threatening injuries. As of Monday, his condition has been upgraded to a stable condition. One of the officers that was bitten by the police dog underwent surgery. One of the drivers of the stationary cars hit in the traffic lights was taken to hospital for checkup. Police have said it's a miracle that nobody died during the series of incidents. They included speeding of up to 200 km an hour in a stolen police car through residential streets. During a court hearing on Monday the 5th of April, Natano appeared via video link and was charged with 42 offences, which included attempted murder, assault, aggravated carjacking, theft of a motor vehicle, and threatening to assault a police officer. He's also been charged in relation to a separate incident in Mickleham on the 3rd of April that left a woman in hospital with serious injuries. The court heard that Natano was withdrawing from drugs and alcohol and had never been in custody before. His lawyer Chen Yang requested his client be medically assessed, as there were mental health issues that need to be explored. He remains in custody and has not applied for bail, as his next court appearance will be on the 28th of June, as he gets assessed for his mental health. A 20-year-old man has been charged with murder after an alleged brawl left another man dead at an apartment complex in Sydney CBD. Neighbours alerted the authorities about 3:15 a.m. on Sunday morning as they heard a fight in the hallway. They discovered an unconscious man laying on the floor just outside the door in the Oak Sydney Castlereagh Suites in Haymarket. The victim, a 43-year-old man from North Sydney, was unresponsive when police arrived. Neighbours and emergency services attempted to revive the man, performing CPR for about 40 minutes, but they were unsuccessful and he died at the scene. The incident started when 20-year-old Connor Godfrey arrived with the victim of the apartment located on the 13th floor about an hour earlier, and a violent confrontation spilled out into the hallway. The incident started with punches and then escalated into a wrestle, but no weapons were used. Police allege that the victim was choked for about 6 minutes. Police arrested Godfrey and he was taken to Day Police Station and charged with murder. He was refused bail and was due to face the Parramatta local court on Monday, but the date has now been rescheduled due to a 4-hour visit to an eye specialist for an injury to his face. When questioned by reporters about what happened, he said he was trying to defend himself. Police are still looking into whether drugs and alcohol were involved and the nature of the men's relationship as the investigation into the matter continues.